Hi, I'm Reverend Dr. Cindi Love. I'm the Executive Director of Soulforce. And I'm here today to talk a little bit about ENDA, but really some history of Soulforce with the Employment Non-Discrimination Act. Mel White, who is the founder of Soulforce, lost his job as a producer in the religious publishing industry when he came out as a gay man.
Reverend Mel White, a very familiar face, a very important friend to men like Jerry Falwell, Pat Robertson, and Jim Baker. For he was their voice, their alter egos, the good Christian family man who ghost wrote their autobiographies. And they did not know, or perhaps did not want to know, their friend and mentor's secret, the sin they railed against from their various pulpits.
Thank God I can say at last who I really am. I am gay, I am proud, and God loves me without reservation.
At that time, we didn't really talk about religious exemptions, and we didn't really talk about gay people losing their jobs. We just knew that all over the country, if you were gay and you came out, if you came out of the closet, you were probably going to lose your job in certain professions. Today, even though ENDA is making its way through the House and Senate, we need to be very concerned about the fact that in 29 states, you can still be fired if you identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender.
New tonight, a teacher fired for being gay learns whether or not she'll be back in class with the students.
It was her mother's obituary that prompted an anonymous letter to her superiors.
It was a parent that was appalled that in my mom's obituary, beside my name, I had a female in parentheses, a female partner.
22-year-old Timothy Griffin was fired. He was a Boy Scout camp leader at Camp Wilton. The Boy Scouts say it was a dress code issue. Griffin says it's a homosexual issue.
Everyone on staff understands it's because I'm gay. And the fact that it happened pretty much 2 or 3 days right after the reaffirmation of their anti-gay policy speaks a lot about why they fired me.
What I really want to talk today about is that religious exemptions are still the biggest hassle, the biggest barrier to true employment non-discrimination in the United States. Even after ENDA passes, and it will, in the Senate and the House, we still have to deal with the fact that we have the broadest group of religious exemptions protecting religious organizations in their hiring and firing practices in the world. And we have some of the largest religious organizations hiring people in the world. For example, the Catholic Church.
There is a big showdown happening over Obamacare. Hobby Lobby facing fines of up to $1.3 million every day for its refusal to provide birth control coverage to its employees under the new health care law mandate.
At Soulforce, we've always tried to look at the roots of these very, very deep issues of discrimination against LGBT people and really understand how we use religion to continue to discriminate even when the rest of the world seems to come around on these issues. I really want to encourage all of you in the public to sort of take a short course on the religious exemptions and understand what could be happening in your local community, in a nonprofit that's religiously affiliated, in your church, and in your denomination. Ask the smart questions. Ask the people in charge. Do we actually discriminate against LGBT people in the church even after ENDA passes? And it will.
If England does not grant your demands, are you prepared to return to jail again?
I am always prepared to return to jail.